Quick question for you. One of the things that I didn't notice in the executive summary, and perhaps it's in the major document, and while the topic itself is perhaps not as large as some of the ones that are highlighted here, but the one thing I noticed that it appears absent is that it didn't talk anything about waste management in the broader sense, especially when you deal with the growth management that you're talking about. So can you just make a brief comment on that aspect of it?
Do you want me to go ahead? That's a great question. As you probably know, Metro is responsible for regional waste management. We did not incorporate that piece into here yet, but it's certainly an important piece that we'll do as we go forward.
I would just like to say thank you all for this report, but the other side is over the years I think George and I are the longest standing members of this board, and over the years as I've traveled around, the question has been asked of me and others from TriMet that I've been with: how do you get your region to buy into transit? How do you stop the urban sprawl? I know when we were in Maryland, for instance, and there was a pocket over here and a pocket over there, and they were trying to figure out how to get transit out to those pockets, and there was nothing in between, and they wanted to know how we do it. I think this is an excellent report that you should not only share with the federal side, but with other transit properties and entities as well. And what you have said, is something that I haven't been as eloquent with it, but I've always said we have something in Oregon that I don't see coming from Chicago, living in New York, or having gone to school in Colorado. I didn't see that in those areas, and that was we come together with the understanding that, hey, if one doesn't get it, none will get it. So we come together and try and figure out how to build it here and help move it over here. So, well job well done.
Well, I feel also, I agree with Bob, that this is really a testament to the value of a regional government. And I think it's easy to sit back and criticize that type of structure, but I felt from the day the regional government was first established, it just made a lot of sense. And I think over time this has been demonstrated to be the case. And incidentally, you all speak very well to this entire subject. I've enjoyed listening to your comments.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'd echo that, Mr. Chairman. I certainly would. And Colette, you said it very good. We don't do enough of this, really. Because, I had a lot to learn on this board about mass transportation coming from trucking and that areas of it. But it is a marriage, and it can work well. The better we do on mass transportation takes cars off the road, because we do have gridlock in this area, and it has to be paid attention to. I don't know how many more roads we can build, but if we use the existing ones effectively and efficiently, it moves the goods better. And we have to do that, and we have to encourage employers to come into this area, and they won't come if we don't improve our infrastructure, and I know you all spoke to that too. But there is a marriage there in mass transportation that helps relieve that gridlock. So thank you. Good report.
Well, I just wanted to comment as the impact member or representative in Metro. I do this about every 2
More
weeks.
often than you like.
Tonight.
Perhaps I haven't been assertive enough in my comments regarding the preference for a compact urban center. I mean, you just referenced the reserves argument, that sort of thing. I've said on I think a fair number of occasions that, of course, we favor that because it's where transit works best, is in higher density whether it's residential density or employment density, is where transit works best. And so we are tracking, my message is that we're all tracking with, or has been, that we are tracking with Metro and specifically with the Chief Operating Officer, Dr. Jordan's recommendations with respect to what's in this report. The one caveat is, and this came up during our recent retreat, is that I come from Washington County, where they feel very, very strongly about that niche piece of in the program of large lots, and since we're derived, most of our funding is derived from employment and payroll excise tax, I think we have a vested interest in making sure that we have a vibrant economy, and that's so if we're not giving the right message, I just want to make sure that people at Metro and your Metro councilors know that they're tracking with you on keeping the urban growth boundary as tight as possible.
Thank you.
I just want to echo everybody's comments up here, and Robert, you spoke very well on community. I believe in that. I have been working on that myself for the last few years, and I probably will look on page 314. I'm interested. Very good reading, I have to say. So appreciate everybody's work and comments today. Thank you.
Thank you.
Excellent, thank you. Thanks, Carlotta.